Well, it's Sunday here at Hooked by Happenstance, and it's time to shed some light on the week to come. I discussed in my, 2018 is coming video, the idea of taking Sundays as a time to basically resolve short things, make goals for myself that I could theoretically manage within a week's time. So today we're going to shed some light on the things I want to do from the 7th to the 14th of January, 2018. So I'm trying to be realistic here because I have this tendency, as I think we all do, to come up with these to-do lists that are pages and pages long. And that is impractical, and I am incapable of completing that many things. So firstly, I wrote things on a note paper that has all this junk at the top. So it's only really like half a sheet. And then I wrote it in a marker, so it's nice and thick, so I can't write too much stuff. Because sometimes I go, ooh, let's make sure that we get a notebook with lined paper and a tiny pen, so there's all the room to write the things. Well, there might be all the room to write the things on the pages, but I don't have all the energy to do the things in the life. So, I have kind of whittled my crafting goals for the week down. I am leaving for California on the 16th, between the 15th and the 16th of January. So, I have this next week, a whole week, to prepare for the trip. And number one, that means preparing what to take with me, because this time, as opposed to previous times I've gone to California, my plan is not to do a whole bunch of craft shopping. It's just impractical. A lot of things in my life are impractical right now. Though they're the things I'm not doing, so, but it's just it's the word of the day. But it is not going to be possible while I'm there, given the situation I'm going to visit, to do a lot of, running around and things that have been part of previous visits. It's not a thing anymore. So, I am going to take projects with me with the intent that I'm not going to buy new projects necessarily while I'm there. Now, there might be a wee bit of shopping here and there just because, that happens when you're on vacation. But it is not like I'm going with that goal this time, so I need to get my ducks in a row, as I like to say, about things I want to take on the train, because I have two 30-some-hour train rides, one out and one back, to fill, and then I also am going to be waiting for my train to go up north. Once I'm in California, I'm going to be waiting for the train for 5 or 6 hours, so that's some good time that I can also spend on particular kinds of projects. So, I need to figure that out. I also want to figure out what I want to finish. Either, I think there might be the potential to finish a garment or accessories or things that I might want to take with me and wear while I'm there. So, in that case, I need to get those done so that I can wear them while I'm in California. So I want to focus on the things that are closest to being done that I could actually use. And make sure that all of the presents and things that I want to take with me are done. Because I'd hate to come home and then immediately finish something for somebody and be like, I could have put it in my suitcase and not had to pay postage. So, I need to prepare for my trip. As far as the Etsy shop is concerned, which is my other crafty endeavor, I need to finish sewing a few things so that I can get this first update done. I then need to take photos, and then I might do an update video here on this channel to show you the bags, because it seems like people enjoy seeing them, whether or not they're interested in purchasing, totally fine with me, but I think people like to see pretty things, and since I personally do not acquire many things, I can show you the things that other people will someday acquire that I am producing. So, there'll probably be an update video. Yeah, probably, when I get this update done. And then I would like to sew ahead a bit because, theoretically, I could put an update out while I'm in California or immediately after I get home. So we'll see about that. But I just need to focus on getting this one update out. This update has to happen this week. Then as far as the YouTube channel here, Hooked by Happenstance, where you're sitting right now, I would like to put out approximately 4 videos this week. Sometimes I get these crazy ideas in my head that I should do daily videos here, and ultimately I think that would be really neat, and ultimately it might be possible. I've adjusted, I have 2 channels in case you don't know. I daily vlog at Happenstance Place, and then I make crochet content here at Hooked by Happenstance. But that means that I'm kind of running 2 video schedules simultaneously. Now, daily vlogging does not take me a huge amount of time. It just takes the effort to literally remember to turn the camera on and talk to it throughout my day and give you an idea of what I'm up to. And lately, a lot of that content has been crafty related because those are just the things I think to turn the camera on and be like, look, I finished this thing, or I'm going to go sit down and make this thing. So a lot of that crafty content has been over there, which is fine. But then I frequently think, ooh, and I could write the schedule up to do 7 days of videos over here. And I actually have 6 or 7 content areas that are kind of established or I can do and that I enjoy doing over here. It's just a matter of actually making those things happen, filming the videos, editing them, getting them up, all that stuff. So right now, I think though that 4 is very, very doable. What days those get published is a little iffy. I'm still trying to figure out how to fit this and the crafting that goes along with this and the crafting that goes along with making me happy into the rest of my daily life. It's a constant struggle because life is always changing. The kids are always growing and their needs are differing, and my needs are changing because sometimes I need projects that have deadlines, and sometimes what I need is projects that are no stress, that I can just like put some love into at my own pace, and then I can throw in a bag and forget about, and someday maybe frog. Someday that is what I need. So I do want to work on 4 videos this week, this being one of them. And then I have a future project that I would like to put up here on the channel. But as opposed to previous projects I've done in the past of this nature, I am trying to make sure I have the component parts done before I even start releasing things. That way I don't have to think about it in the future and it doesn't hurt my little brain and my little heart the whole time it's happening. So I'm working on that. Secrets are happening. So that's where I'm at this week. I think, it took a little bit of pondering and again, just like editing myself, editing my expectations, and accepting that I'm not going to get like the laundry list of things done. I always seem to find extra things I can throw on the list, like, oh, this would be a great idea. Yes, but it's not actually going to happen, and it's going to make you feel bad all week because you can't cross everything off. In fact, part of the reason I put 4 videos on this list is because I'm filming this one right now. I can just check that one right off because I like to always put things on a to-do list that have already been done because it feels really good to cross things off. That's where we're at. As far as accepting and abandoning projects, this week I basically just finished a Big Freaker Frog last week where I went through my whole On the Hook list and I fully abandoned 5 projects. I frogged them, they're gone, and it feels really, really good. Because before I even posted that video, I found one project I had not accounted for, and I have since started another gigantic project, which is going to take up a lot of time and energy. So, clearly, I need to trim things back a little, just, for my sanity. And for yours, so you can follow along with what I'm doing. Okay, I hope that this gave you some inspiration to take a moment and reflect on what you are capable of doing this week. Not what you would like to do, not what your dream scenario is, but what you are actually capable of accomplishing. Also giving yourself a little bit of grace that maybe it won't all happen, but it gives you somewhere to start, and sometimes starting can be the most difficult part. Or at least knowing where to start. And on the screen next to me is a link to the Makes Monday podcast if you'd like to see things that I've made in the past, and check it out tomorrow so you can see what I got accomplished this week. Down below is a link to the Etsy shop if you'd like to see those project bags I talked about. I'll see you all next time. Bye!